What's up, VC? I'm back to do another update. It's my second video of the night. Picked up a good batch of records at a flea market in, where was this, in Baltimore about 3 weeks ago. Nice healthy stack as always. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'm going to show them. I'm not going to talk too much about these, just kind of show them. And yeah, as always, please subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have them, anything, what you think. First one up is, this is actually I got at a thrift store. This is not from this, but whatever. This is Roger Miller, Golden Hits on Smash Records. There's the back cover. This is really cool. This is like a compilation, obviously, of his hits. Got King of the Road, Dang Me, Chug-a-Lug, Engine Number 9. And one of my favorite tunes is England Swings, which is fantastic. Roger Miller was like a folk singer, songwriter. He was also in the original version of the Disney movie, what was it called? Robin Hood. He was the rooster, the storyteller throughout the movie, and fought a little bit at the end. This next one I got is RCA Red Seal. I got this also at the thrift store. This is Heifetz, Joseph Heifetz, the two great double concertos, Brahms and Mozart. And the reason why I picked this up was it was $1. It was in really good shape, and I like virtuosity on the stringed instruments in classical. I find it engrossing. Like I like Paganini a lot. I like Yanis Stalker, I believe his name is. I believe he's a cellist. I like Yo-Yo Ma. But anyways, yeah, this was really cheap. It's on RCA Red Seal, which I will show you. Right here, very flimsy record. Might be, yeah, it's a Dynaflex, that's why. But pretty good, classical. Joseph Heifetz was a violinist, extremely technically gifted violinist. And a fun bit of trivia on that was everyone was today. Anthony Camplone was talking about Time Out. Shout out to Anthony, how you doing, man? Was talking about his Analog Productions 45 RPM double LP reissue of Time Out, the Dave Brubeck piece, which is phenomenal. The drummer on that is Joe Morello, who started out playing violin, and he went to see a concert of Heifetz, and he told himself, and in interviews he said he's like, I knew I could never play the violin like that, so I quit. And the next day I asked my parents for a drum set, and then sadly he passed last year. I never got to meet him, but I was a great admirer of his playing. I thought he was phenomenal. I believe his interplay with Brubeck and Norm Bates in the early quartets was phenomenal. Just a phenomenal player, just insane. So yeah, that's an interesting story. All right, now these are the ones I got from the flea market. This one is Mom's Mabley, Breaks It Up. And she's a comedian, and the reason why I picked this one up is because it's on the original Chess, which is pretty cool. I believe it's the original Chess label. And yeah, I actually input this on Discogs. I haven't had a chance to listen to this, but I submitted this myself. It didn't exist on Discogs. It came out in 1962. So yeah, for $1, I think I paid like $2 for that. Not going to pass that up. One of the finds of the day was Herbie Hancock, VSOP, in very, very nice condition. And this kind of is live dates spanning from different eras. Like this is his, his maiden voyage on the first side. It's like Herbie Hancock, Tony Williams, Freddie Hubbard, Wayne Shorter, and Ron Carter. Fantastic. And then you get into the second side, and he's got the third side, he's got Billy Hart, Benny Maupin, who plays bass clarinet, and some reeds, and I love Benny Maupin, Buster Williams, Julian Priester, who's a fabulous trombonist, and on the third and fourth side, he's got Kenneth Nash playing percussion, he's got Wah Wah Watson on guitar, he's got James Levi on drums, Paul Jackson, my man Paul Jackson, check out that record, Black Octopus, phenomenal bass player, Greasy Funk, Ray Parker Jr., and again, my man Benny Maupin. This is phenomenal. This is on Columbia. It's a gatefold, which has got a bunch of cool pictures of the guys on it. That's an awesome picture right there. My man James Levi. Next one, I got a 60s reissue of Sarah Vaughan's Golden Hits. Big fan of Sarah Vaughan and her voice. And this was like $3. All these were like $3. And of course, like I said, big fan. Just great pickup for $3. Great condition. The next one I got is an English pressing of Roberta Flack's Quiet Fire. And I needed to get some more Roberta. I love that cover. I needed to get some more Roberta in my collection, so when I saw this for $3 in near mid shape, I had to pop on it. And I believe, yeah, it's like, look at the color variants, the earlier Atlantic. It came on like 69 or 70, something like that. I think it was like 70. Around 1970, 71, which is cool. Yeah, Roberta Flack's awesome. This one, the guy charged me $10 for, and I didn't really have a problem with it because it's an original pressing on Island. This is Bob Marley and the Wailers, Catch a Fire. My man Bob with a giant ass spliff, just chilling, which is cool as shit. And this is clean as hell. So yeah, this was $10. It's a little pricey, but I've never seen this record in the wild, so what are you gonna do? Next one I picked up is a 1976 issue, 1976 effort from Charles Earland, Odyssey. He's playing synth on this, electric piano, clavinet. He's just playing it all, and this is awesome. A little bit of funk in here. I mean, Charles Earland's awesome. I just saw Zeke Geek show a nice Charles Earland piece from on Prestige, which all his stuff on Prestige was great in my opinion. This is a funky ass piece that you wouldn't necessarily think about. It's funk jazz essential record in my opinion. This is Maynard Ferguson's Conquistador on Columbia. Harvey Mason's on drums. You know it's a funky motherfucking piece. Look at that man out here. Chilling. Just having a blast. Next one I picked up is Herbie Hancock, Monster. And he had a bunch of these, a bunch of Herbie Hancocks cheap. And I'm trying to complete my Herbie collection. I'm trying to get them all. And the biggest problem is going to be finding Flood, which was a live show, a Japanese only issue, and it goes for like $100. So that's going to be fun to find. And there's been no reissues of it. Hopefully I can one day score that. Next one I picked up, which is actually warped, and I just didn't see it, which is Sergio Mendes in the Brazil 66. Look Around on A&M. And they do some covers on here they do with a little help of my friends. And this is kind of, they just nice Portuguese vocals on some of these. This is just a funky piece, too. This is great, actually. It's like bossa nova, samba. Sergio Mendes is hit or miss, and this is actually one of his better ones that I've heard, in my opinion. The next one I picked up is another Herbie Hancock. This is, I believe this is, yeah, Secrets. It says like Paul Jackson, Wah-Wah Watson, Benny Maupin, Herbie, of course. It's got a nice version of Cantaloupe Island on this. This is good. Herbie's the man. I mean, Herbie, can't go wrong. Picked like $2 for that. This is a Grover Washington Jr. little funky funk jazz piece. All the King's Horses. This is on Kudu. And whenever I see Kudu for cheap, like this was $2.50, I think. I pick it up. Here's the Kudu label. It's a nice clean copy too. See if I get that to pop. There you go. And it also came with, which is rare as hell, is the Kudu inner sleeve, which I just think is boss as a motherfucker. So I definitely had to pick that one up for the price. It was cheap. I went through a lot of records, and it was definitely one. It's actually in the shrink still, and I saw that and I was all over it. Trying to contain my delight with some of these finds for the price, because I didn't want the guy to be hip to, that I was finding some good records. This next one is a German pressing of Buddy Miles, A Message to the People, on Mercury. And this is a badass piece. This is really good. There's the inner gatefold. Badass Buddy Miles played with Band of Gypsies. Although I heard that Jimmy and him didn't always get along. Jimmy always thought he was trying to like come in on the mix too much and be loud too much and take Jimmy's spotlight. That's what I read one time, but who knows. This next one the guy told me I had to hear. I had heard cuts from this before. But he's like, yeah, man, you need to hear this. This is a good piece. This is funky as hell. And he just threw it in my stack, and I forgot to check the condition, so I was like, oh, shit. Because a lot of his records were scratched to shit, like a lot of early Temptations and a lot of early Aretha, and I was like, oh, I was looking through these, and I was just like, damn, scratched. So, you know how that goes. But yeah, this one was actually in mint shape. This is Bootsy's Rubber Band. This is called Bootsy, Player of the Year. And this has Maceo Parker on it. It's got Catfish Collins. It's got Fred Weasley on it. Cash Waddy. Good stuff. And of course Bootsy on it. And here's the inner gatefold. Crazy as shit. Somebody took the damn cutout glasses, so those are gone, of course. But what are you gonna do? Those are my finds. I think I did really well. I think I paid $40 for all those, less than $40 probably for all those. So I think I did pretty well. Please feel free, to comment and subscribe. Shout out to Zeke Geek. Zach, buddy, how you doing, man? Gonna get that package in the mail for you. Well, it'll already be in the mail by the time you see this. Shout out to Anders, Chris Brzezinski. I hope I said your last name right. Dixieland Farm. It's been cool talking with you and vibing on some essential jazz pieces with you, man. Who else? Anders. I don't know if I already said you. Derek just hit 2,500 subs. That's phenomenal. Way to go. Who else have been watching lately? Craig from Indiana. Zappa, like 29716 or something like that. Sorry, man. But yeah, I've been watching your videos, man. You pick up some awesome shit. And we were born right around the same time, so I'm just like, it's bringing back all these memories like you were talking about it. Melancholy, and I remember saving up money and shit and trying to get that CD. Yeah, shout out to everyone. Of course, my brother, John Coltrane 68, brother Chris. Always, constantly a spiritual jazz guru for me. Just always hit me the cool shit and really, really good cat. So everyone else, if I missed you, shout out to Secco Funk. What's up, man? We're gonna dig. I know we're gonna dig. We're gonna set that up. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.